I think we can all pretty much say that the tie is over. The tie, I mean, it's over, it's finished. And for people who said Pep overthinks, he overthinks two things. Actually, I feel that Pep got his tactics right and wrong at the same time. You know, I feel that yes, he nullified Real Madrid. Did you need to nullify Real Madrid? Because I feel that like, they still won the game, so all fair. But I feel that if they'd actually just gone with their normal tactic and normal formation, they would have beaten this guy straight up. And once Sterling came on, you saw that Real Madrid just could not handle them. I am not surprised by this result. I thought it was going to be 1-1, but this isn't shocking. Real Madrid are bad at the Bernabeu, and this Real Madrid team are now they're on the slide. They're on the slide, and I think once Hazard went down injured, I was like, nah, these guys can't do everything. Apart from the pass that Vinicius gave to your boy thing, Vinicius was trash. Vinicius was trash. Shout out to your boys in the live chat. Shout out to your boys in the live chat. What up? Welcome to the live chat thing. Anyway, man, what's up, guys? What's up, guys? Maybe I'll try and get some guys in on this on this hangout. Maybe I will try and get some guys in on this hangout. Let me send out this invites to some of these dudes. See what them some guys could come in on this hangout. But yeah, man, I think Real Madrid are out. Like it's over, it's finished, and I just don't like they got beat. They got beat. And I want to talk about Sarri. I want to talk about Sarri because I have defended Sarri a lot, but I think Sarri definitely needs it's a bit dodgy what Sarri did. It's a bit dodgy what Sarri did, man. Let me just send these links to these guys because I don't know what lineup he went with. But for Real Madrid, man, my God in heaven, they could have been playing for 3,000 years. If City hadn't made a mistake, that's all they. If City hadn't made a mistake, City would not have conceded. 100%. If City did not make a mistake, City would not have conceded, man. Like those. It's been a long time since I've seen Real Madrid look so offensively inept. Such a long time because those guys, they were not interested in scoring. Like City they were so much in control of the game. You were just waiting for City just to put these guys to the sword, which they did. So your boys Natsa, thank you for the super chat, Mr. Natsa, who says respect De Bruyne. He showed up. Verratti. Guys, come on. It was a great team performance. The people who really, I tell you what, Fernandinho was huge. How Pep didn't start with Fernandinho, I have no idea. Fernandinho coming into that's the defense and those key blocks that he made, huge. That block on Ramos was huge. So all De Bruyne did was score a penalty. Like, how does scoring a penalty mean that you should, like, De Bruyne didn't show up, City showed up, Pep showed up, and look, I am one of the guys that will get on Pep. So Pep is this, Pep is that, Pep can do this. I'm gonna give it to Pep, man. Homeboy showed up. I've put out the invites to Red Montana and all those dudes, but I'm not sure whether these guys will actually take in the call, man. I know. So obviously, guys, I know that you're in the hangar, but let me just get my thoughts out there. Then I will bring you guys in. So Hazem and Abdullahi, I know you're inside of the studio. But let me just get these thoughts out real quick, and then I will bring you guys in. So I think, yeah, you have to give credit to Man City and Pep Guardiola. And this tie is over. Even if City have been dodgy at the Etihad, I don't know how this Real Madrid side, with a dude called Bricenius, are going to do anything to mess with these dudes at the Etihad. I just don't, like, Benzema has no help. It is so crazy for a team of Real Madrid stature and everything that they feel so offensively inept. It's absolutely insane, man. And also for Juventus and for Lyon, well done to Lyon. Lyon, well done. Congratulations. Superb. Fully well played, fully well deserved. But why didn't you start Dybala? Like, that makes no sense. Why the hell didn't you start why did you not start Dybala? I have no idea. Why didn't you start Dybala? Like, that for me, I just find that odd. I just find that fully odd why they didn't start because once Dybala came in, Benedeschi, but once Dybala came, Juve had about 5-6 chances. Juve had 5 or 6 amazing chances in that second half. But I was very impressed by how Lyon played, because Lyon really stood up, and Lyon really in that first half, second part of that first half, they had some really good opportunities for Lyon. Well done, congrats. And that's a Cambi dude. Should have maybe passed a few times, really impressive. But I have to get into Sarri. Why didn't you? Because I was sure Dybala was injured. Are you saving them for Inter Milan on Sunday? Are you sick? What the hell, bro? Play the flipping dude. Like it make, and even you're playing Lyon. You're playing Lyon. You can go and beat these guys with your stronger team. So I don't know whether he picked that Lando because he was trying to be defensive and trying to be restricted. So, yeah, man. Look, I'm sorry, no, Sarri has hold on and there, man. All right, let me bring the boys in, man. Before let me just answer some super chats real quick. So,
what's up, HH? Dybala actually started, by the way.
Dybala started.
The what?
Dybala started.
He started?
Yeah, he was. He disappeared in the first half, so he didn't do anything.
My God! So the guy was so inconsequential that I didn't even know he was playing. Oh my God!
Yeah, because the problem is Sarri started him as striker in a 4-3-3, which was a very strange decision. You know?
Okay. Let me read the super chats right now. So Armchair Critic, he said, he gave the assist to you. Oh wait,
what?
Who gave the assist? Are you talking about Vinicius? Who is it?
Oh yeah, yes.
I don't give it that. He's trash. But Vinicius is complete and utter garbage. The guy is garbage. He's a brick. The guy is garbage. Red Devil says the bricks of the week: Chelsea, FC, Sarri, and Ramos. Wow, Ramos, man. My God, man. I mean, bloody. Look, Red, man. What happened, bro? Red.
Bro, great game. Great game.
Great game.
Yeah. No, it was end to end. Were you not entertained?
Yeah.
Bro, it was entertaining. Now, I felt that largely we dominated the game for the most part. For the most parts, I think we had the more chances. City had the more quality chances. Because one thing I noticed about the City side is that 1 or 2 passes and they're through. They're through your midfield, your first press, your second press. They have a really good system in how they're doing, because they coped well with us, with our high intense press. I don't agree with you at all. I don't think Vinicius was a break. I think Carvajal cost us that entire match. They were targeting him. He was awful.
Red, Red, come on. What game were you watching? Do you know the amount of times that Vinicius had good breakaways? He overran the ball, dispossessed the ball, lost the ball. Like the guy he plays like a child. It feels like if this guy isn't ready.
He isn't at this level. He plays like an infant, bro. He isn't. But this is what we have, right? Like this is all we have. So with what we have, he was better than Benzema. Oh my, he was way better than Bale when he came on. No, man, he was because like Benzema wasn't doing anything positive. Bale wasn't doing anything positive. Every time Vinicius got the ball, at least he was dangerous. At least you felt like if we just had a little bit of luck, we can finish something. Like, so I'm not gonna blame Vinicius. I blame Carvajal. He was the main culprit, because like up until the 75th minute, Madrid looked solid. In that 10-minute space, we conceded the goal, we conceded the penalty, and we got a red card. Like. In 10 minutes, the whole game just changed on top of its head. Overall, great result. Like great game, like a good game from City. Like the better team. To be honest with you, the better team on the night.
But do you admit that you guys are like it's over, or do you believe that there's still a chance for Real Madrid?
Oh no, there's still a chance. It's only 2-1. No, there's still a chance. I'm not going to give up at 2-1. It's 2-1. It's like it's not that bad. Like if we score an early goal, that's it. It's level. No, it's bad.
Who's going to score this? Judging from that game, who's going to score that early goal for Real Madrid?
Here's the thing: Madrid are better away from home. We're way better away from home. So
yeah, and I think the Etihad isn't really a fortress.
No, it's true. It's true. Just that for me, from what I saw from Madrid, and also no Ramos.
Who's going to play instead of Ramos? That's the
question. Well, here. Look, now we don't have. We have, of course, Militao, which I think that might go with Nacho. To be honest with you, I honestly think because I feel like he might try.
Wait. Okay, let me just hit some of these super chats and then I'll get back to you guys. So Liverpool, everybody says that his mother named him Sarri. Sorry. Carry on. Yeah, look, man.
Yeah.
Sarri, really sorry from Sarri, man. Really sorry from Sarri, man. Well, let me just hear a few more of this.
Why are you sorry for
that
him,
I've missed.
He deserves it.
Wait. So from S1, okay, I have no idea what the hell this means. LM10 7.6. Oh, is that Lautaro Martinez or something? CR7 5.9 average. Oh, maybe it's the ratings from who scored. Look, Cristiano, he did his bits, man. Cristiano did his bit. He did his bit. But for Juventus, I thought that it was I don't know what they're smoking in that for that beginning lineup, man. I have no idea. No Name says Vinicius Jr is trash. That I agree with. Vinicius Jr is trash. And Armchair Critic says KDB's last 3 seasons better than Verratti's club career. Okay, cool. Thanks. Look, De Bruyne, he did good. I'm not sure whether he showed up. I can't agree with that.
He did it. HH, not gonna lie, like he was impressive. Like every time HH, like he got the ball, you felt.
But also like, he was played out of position. He was played as a striker.
100%, and that's what made him so. But that's what made him so dangerous because he had that liberty to go forward and back. It was hard for players to pick him up.
No,
he wasn't
for me, that was a bad. That was a bad move to put him as striker. Not first, like
not. It wasn't a striker. He just had the liberty to move forward. Like Gabriel Jesus was. I think why Pep started Gabriel Jesus is so he could track back because Gabriel Jesus a lot of the times he was in the box. He was operating safe. That's why like.
Okay, wait. Let me just say a few of the super chats, then I'll get you guys. So, Martin Rosario says, "Get Sarri the F out of. I'm done with him." HH. Look, Sarri's lineup and Sarri's lineup for that thing was, I don't know what he was smoking. You're playing Lyon. Why are you being so pussy against Lyon? Liverpool? Everybody says, "Red, my brother, give it up." Okay, look.
Why should you give it up?
Wait. Let me bring in Hazem. So, Hazem, first of all, your thoughts on that the Madrid game before you go to the Juve game. So Madrid City game. Do Madrid have a chance from what you've seen? Do you still think that Madrid are in with a chance? Ramos is out. They look offensively inept, or they can actually turn this around. Because I think they're done. Let's keep. I think these guys are done.
Look, this is what I'll say. With Madrid, there's always a chance, right? Because these guys are Champions League royalty. I'm never going to count them out because they have players that can change the game at any moment, change the momentum at any moment, right? And if you look at the game in the first half, I think Madrid actually played really well. You know, they're pressing really high, and the pressing.
How many chances did they create, bro? How many chances did they create?
No, they created some chances, but the problem was they were crossing the ball into the box when you only have Benzema who can actually have the ball. You're putting Isco in the box and you're trying to cross it to Isco. What is he trying to do, man? When Mendy's
and why is Isco playing wide? Why is Isco as your wide man who was completely ineffective in that position? But carry on.
Yeah, so I don't understand why you're trying to cross into the box. But they were good in the pressing, and Man City were struggling a little bit in the first half, right? But then I'm surprised with how Madrid are just able to like buckle under pressure from Man City when the momentum changed, right? The midfield wasn't able to deal with it. Even Casemiro, who I really like, I really like Casemiro, and I thought he was one of the better midfielders today, but he wasn't able to deal with the pressure that Man City was putting. And you know, I have to give credit to Guardiola for the way he set up this team and how they take advantage of the mistakes of Madrid and they use their pace. Mahrez, wow, what a great player. You know, he was putting some great crosses, some great unpredictability. And to be honest, Bernardo Silva was okay. He wasn't really great. I was surprised that Guardiola didn't bring on Sterling earlier, to be honest. Why bring Sterling on so late?
No, but I think he was coming back from an injury, so maybe he was easing him in.
But I agree with Hazan. Like, Bernardo Silva was probably the most underwhelming player for me on the City side because KDB was class. Mahrez was good. Kyle Walker impressed me in a lot of bits of the game. Even like Otamendi, as much hate as he gets, like I felt like he was pretty solid. Even though the error from the goal came from him, but but
did they even really test him? Though? That's the thing. Okay, wait. Let me just hit a few more super chats, and then I want to get the thoughts from the other dudes there. So, Armchair Critic says KDB had an assist to take off the glasses. Cool, he had an assist. I'm sorry, De Bruyne. He had an okay game. He wasn't supremely impressive. It was a great team performance. The star of the game was Pep Guardiola. Deal with it. Okay, De Bruyne was alright. I want more. Martin Rosario, how the F do you not have Chiellini in the lineup? Shakes my head. Bro, like I have no idea. I mean,
wait.
Would Georgia have stopped that? Easy. Go FG, please. I am begging you. I know I am building up to your idol. I'm building up to your idol. FG, just give me your thoughts on the Madrid City game before we speak about your idol. Madrid City game. How do you assess that?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't watch the game, but I saw the highlights, and I got to say, look, I'm not surprised City won, but look, I think the tie is over, man. Like Ramos red card, that's over. They're gonna have Varane Milito in the second leg. Varane is awful. Every time Varane plays without Ramos, he can't hold the defense lineup up, so he's gonna be a liability. Then you have Benzema. You can't trust Benzema in a big game, man. This dude had a 1v1. He could have scored, and not to mention in the first half, City they could have scored in the first half like two times. Jesus could have scored. Mars could have scored.
Yeah. Courtois was immense, though. Courtois was incredible. That's like the reason why I didn't score is Courtois was just.
He made some amazing saves.
And we have to remember this is not the same Madrid team. These guys, look. It's another.
Yeah, the invincibility in them, man. The invincibility.
There's no Ronaldo. There's no Ronaldo. Just
look,
say it, man.
It's another round of 16 exit, man. And Pep, look, man. When I saw that City lineup from Pep, I thought it was absolutely spot on. No David Silva. He's a liability. No Aguero. Thank God. I think Pep
I always say Jesus. I said Jesus over. That lineup was pretty close to the one I went with in my preview. So when guys would say, "Oh my gosh," see, the only thing that I didn't know he was going to play De Bruyne so far, but that was pretty much the personnel that I thought he would have gone with. So yeah, sorry.
He made the right. I think this was the first time Pep made the lineup perfectly in a big Champions League win. And Pep definitely deserves massive credit. But I was surprised he didn't bring on Sterling earlier. I mean. Like, he waited until, like, the 70th minute or 75th minute, but that's a little too risky, but it is what it is. So, yeah, I think City are definitely going through.
All right, Juju, man, thoughts on the game, Madrid, Man City?
Oh, yes. Like, this game, I mean, it was expected. I mean, because Madrid couldn't beat Celta Vigo, couldn't beat the signs were there, couldn't beat Levante at home. I mean, my prediction was correct. So this game was good. De Bruyne showed why he's the best midfielder in the world. And
easy, relax, man. Verratti still exists. Verratti still exists. Carry on.
And the other thing I was impressed. Ferland Mendy, I thought he did really well for Madrid. I think he was he should be the number one left back for France. Ferland Mendy impressed me. As for City, Raheem Sterling coming off the bench had an impact. I mean, everyone.
Digimon, give Pep his props. Are you going to give Pep his props? Because you're one of the biggest Pep haters out there. Will you give Pep his props?
Yes. But what's it called? I was surprised that he didn't. Like everyone already said, because I was looking at the clock, 60th minute, and Madrid were dominating. And it's like, what is Pep waiting for? Is he waiting to concede another goal before he brings on a substitution? Make a change. And it was obvious Raheem Sterling was the one that he needed to bring. And he give him credit. He did everything correctly. He did everything correctly. So
do you give Madrid any chance in the second leg?
I mean, unless because look, the one thing that works in Madrid's favor, the game is not next week, so they have time to recover.
3 weeks.
Yeah, they have 3 weeks to recover. And but the one downside is I think this game is a catalyst. City's season will improve from this. It will now be positive for City because it was like negative.
No. It was a huge win. Win.
So I mean, I don't give with the second leg. I don't give Madrid. I don't give Madrid any chance because heading to this Champions League. Heading to this Champions League. I think I already said it yesterday. I put City and Bayern as favorites because City will have a lot of momentum.
You didn't say Bayern.
And Liverpool as well.
No. Only City and Bayern because they'll have the momentum. They have the momentum.
Okay, wait. So let me just hit this. So if you just before I come to Montaha. So Daniel Jones Ortega, Football Hub member, what up? He says Sarri is a nicotine merchant. My gosh, man.
I hope coronavirus gets him, man.
Whoa, FG. Relax.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ, buddy. Please, damn, guys, please. I didn't confirm that. Sean C says Premier League gets slated yesterday. What about today? No, the Premier League still gets slated because only one Premier League team has won, and against a team who are bombs at their home stadium. All other Premier League teams lost. And yes, we will get to Chelsea. Relax. And I think I have from Eba Miranda, thank you for the super chat, says 2 penalties were not given to Juve, but Sarri still needs to be sacked ASAP because of the team selection all season. Drop Pjanic, start Ramsey. Yeah, I mean, based on how well Ramsey played in the previous game and the goal he scored, I don't know why he didn't start. From Natsa, if Pogba performed like KDB, you'd have done him dry. Okay. I don't think I would have. I think I'm being fair to your boy.
If Hazard did that, you would have.
FG, relax. Josh Bourne says the second best farmers in the Premier League came and harvested Madrid's heart. Look, man. The Farmers League have been done proud. The Farmers League have been done proud.
HH, can I speak on that real quick?
Wait, no. Quick. Let me just look through the super chats and so I've got to give it to Montar, then I'll give it back to Red. Montar, go for it. Madrid, Man City review. Do your boys have a chance?
Bro, first thing, I mean, you have to give props to Pep Guardiola, his defensive approach in the first half, the amount of work Gabriel Jesus and Riyad Mahrez put into the team, because that was literally back six, bro. If you see that, no space for us. Even on the flanks, everything was covered. And yeah, I mean, Man City defensive planning. I mean, I believe that Man City defensive planning was way better than us. Because if you'll see that, okay, Raheem Sterling, okay, the chance, with Dani Carvajal committed a penalty, that's an individual error, of course. But let's be honest over here. Okay, in the first half, okay, Man City have, better, one-on-one shots and chances on the target. But overall, they were lacking the idea. They were looking, out of the idea of how to, play from the back in the first half. Let's be honest with you, because our pressing was man to man, and so we were literally, I mean, the pressing was in the most uniform way, I'll say that, okay, in the first half. In the second half, I mean, Man City, we know that, because these guys are sitting back, and they have learned the lessons, especially Pep Guardiola. He learned this lesson. If you want to win UCL, you cannot just win by the one way, which I'm impressed by him. And in the second half, he tried to press us. He tried to play from the back, which our pressing intensity dropped, okay? And they committed a mistake. We scored the goal. You know what? Where we lost the game, I'll tell you where we lost the game. Because of, I'll say, why we need to push for the second goal. We could have hold the ball for another, half an hour. Or
Madrid really played and Madrid have to attacking. That's how they play.
Hey, listen to me. The problem was not there, okay? The problem was, why we push for the second goal? No, we don't need to. We need to look for the space, because City was coming at us. And then we're keeping the ball. We're moving forward. No. This is the problem. This is the problem of the season, And I mean, the chances from the Riyad Mahrez, bro, for me, still man on the match is between Riyad Mahrez and Gabriel Jesus, but I'll still give it to Riyad Mahrez. And individual error by Sergio Ramos as well. You could have won the ball. I mean, you were looking for that kind of,
No. Okay, let me ask you this though. Do you still give your boys a chance in the second half?
Bro, okay, I'll say that we have 10%, 20% of chance, but that's still considered a chance. Okay, with respect to our UCL record at home, right? From last 2 seasons, I believe that we are shit at home because of the pressure of our fan. We crumble usually. Okay, we switched off just for 5 minutes. Look what happened. I mean, let's be honest here. If we would have won the game 1-0, which we could have easily won, I believe that. I'm using the word away easily, because Man City's midfield was outplayed by Modric and even Valverde. Did you saw the Valverde is working really as well? Look. I'm saying the Man City's best players was the wingers. Wingers were the best, the best players in this game. And I mean, with regards to the chance thing, bro, okay, I mean, Sergio Ramos is out, I know that. So we have nothing to play for. I mean, let's be honest, we're in the Champions League. So we have to go out all the blazing guns. And we know that Man City usually have, that kind of mindset at home where if they can see one goal, early goal, something like that, it might change the momentum. But I still think Man City's are 80% their favorite.
Okay. Let me bring in Alok. Alok, thoughts on the City Madrid game?
Yo, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I can blame Zidane for this. He has been actually very good regarding the game management, but I don't know today why he did not substitute Isco when he was clearly tired. And he let the ball run for 10-15 minutes, and we were actually dominating at the time. We were 1-0 up. I don't understand. I agree with Muntaha that why were we pushing the second goal? I mean, look at our record. We are unable to score a single goal in all of our La Liga matches. Just take the 1-0 lead and park the bus and counter. Learn from Mourinho, man. I didn't understand.
But does Zidane and this team, do they know how to park the bus? Though that's the key thing. Do they know how to park?
Yes,
the bus?
they know. Like if you see a record, like the last few matches, we were very good defensively. Like we were on a 22-23 game unbeaten run, so we knew how to defend. I don't know what happened to them, and just I don't know.
So what chance do you give them in the second line? Do you still believe, or do you think this tie is
Nah. There is no chance. There is no chance. I'm not. I can't have any hopes like you had for Chelsea, so I can't.
Okay, all right, easy, man. Abdullahi, City, Madrid. Can you give me your thoughts?
Can you hear me?
Yes, can hear you.
Okay, it was a good match. It was a very good match. So Pep Guardiola, for the very first time in his entire career, has proved me wrong. For the very first time in his entire career. But he hasn't suggested my thought on him yet, my agenda on him yet. But today, props go to him. It sincerely proved me wrong. Today. I was really impressed. Pep packed the bus for the very first time. Wow, I was impressed today. And I think
he was it was brave tactics, man.
And I think I said it on the hangout on Sunday. If Pep Guardiola started Aguero, it's game over for them. And listen, it started Gabriel Jesus. That gave him huge role because Jesus can track back and also can play also. So it gave him huge chance of winning. For me, I would say the game is over. This is Real Madrid. Real Madrid are not good at home at all. But when they go away, it might go.
And you still believe in this team?
Yeah.
You still believe that this team that you saw tonight away from home can still do something?
I have a question. I have a question for
Wait, let me
They are good away, but their home form is not good because of the pressure of the fan. I understand, but their away form is good. We cannot write them up. And also for Vinicius, but what Vinicius Jr need is his indecision is very poor. One, his indecision is very poor. It needs to be decisive when you're 1v1 with a defender or a keeper. You need to shoot or do you want to pass? His indecision today was killed because he had a lot of chances today to kill the match off. He had a lot of chances to kill the match.
Vinicius was trash. I mean, apart from the assist, he was trash.
Why do you take off Vinicius and put in Gary Bale? No. Took off his goal, bring on Gary Bale. Why? You should have leave Vinicius on. Vinicius can work out a huge problem. Why do you bring him off? Leave and take off Isco. Isco is tired. Bring on Isco and bring on.
Yeah, but how effective was this? Okay, but you still
can I
quickly, but because I'm gonna keep it really brief with you guys, but I will come to you, right? Don't worry, I will come to you. So just very briefly, Abdullahi, do you give Madrid a chance in the second leg? Yes or no?
Yeah, a chance.
Okay. Okay. Hoga Bonito. Briefly, thoughts on the game, Madrid, Man City.
Yeah, man. It was a really good game, but you have to give props to Pep for his tactics. I mean, like sometimes I think Jesus started on the wing, didn't he? Like on the left.
Yeah.
And he was tracking back. Sometimes I saw him at left back. It was like on paper and like in the pre-match, it was like such a defensive setup, but they seemed to dominate. Like they had the chances, they had the clear-cut chances, and I felt so sorry for Benzema up top. He was getting no service,
nothing. Man. He had 13 touches the whole game.
Yeah, he was totally isolated, and Madrid was just toothless the entire game. And to keep it brief, I don't see them going through. Like they have no chance in Manchester.
Okay, Mane, the fake Man City fan. The fake Man City fan. How do you feel? So, do you think your boys have gone through? You fake Man City fan.
It's stellar performance, man. Stellar performance. I'm telling you, man. This is it. This is your king, Real Madrid. This is the big deal. Oh my! This is your king. Come on, man.
Mane don't.
Easier round of 16 tie. This is nothing to us. I mean, when Sterling came on, I knew right there, game over, man. The guy, Carvajal, that midget, cannot control Sterling on the wing. The guy just dribbled, immediately changed the game for us, winning that penalty. And then we have De Bruyne. Oh my God. What more can we say? I think at this point, he might have surpassed Zidane, honestly. I mean, the levels of this guy, man. The levels of this guy. Unbelievable. I might
wait, Mane, are you really celebrating a win over a Real Madrid team that are obviously in the process of trying to rebuild? You're celebrating?
Listen, we went to their crib. People were counting us out, talking shit. You know, Madrid.
HH,
Where are they now?
It's his Champions League final. Allow him. This is the biggest thing.
Corners.
This is winning the Premier League means nothing. Beating Madrid in the round of 16
at the Bernabeu.
That is the biggest accomplishment in world football.
Levels. Wait, man. Armchair critic says you should talk about KDB and Pogba. I don't know why KDB and Pogba coming.
Listen, KDB changes games. Pogba changes hairstyles. That's the big difference. Pogba just out there twerking in Instagram, you know, talking, you know, I'll be back, guys. I'll be back. De Bruyne is at the Bernabeu destroying 13 times so-called champions.
Many teams have destroyed Madrid at the Bernabeu. It's not that big a deal, bro.
It's the Champions League. You always say biggest stage of them all. What are they gonna do? Guardiola, fantastic coaching. David Silva, at least he didn't play. That's what I said beginning. If David Silva doesn't play, we win, and that's what happened. And honestly, I'm not surprised. This tie is over. Real Madrid are a nothing club, and
okay. Easy, relax. Before I come to Red, how confident are you that City can go all the way this year, based on you guys being banned for about 5 years from the Champions League? Mane.
Real Madrid are not going through, man. It's over. But we're going all the way, man. Especially after UEFA corrupt ass try to take us out. We're winning this thing, man. 100%.
Okay. Oh, so Red, you wanted to say something, Red?
Yeah, no, I wanted to the person that I hold blame for this loss is not really. I really don't see why people keep going Vinicius, and it's really Zidane. Like Pep just outcoached Zidane on the night. Like he had the better game plan.
I disagree. I think
no. Hear me out.
Okay. What game plan could Zidane have come with?
Have the players.
No. Here's the thing.
Thank you. Why is Bale on the bench? Where are the flipping players? Please tell me.
No. But here's the problem. Look, we've had a solid defensive record this year. But how did Madrid have this defensive record? It wasn't through parking the bus, and that means we defend with possession. We hold on to the ball, and we just keep and that's why teams really haven't scored against us, is because we've been holding onto the ball. Whenever they get a counterattack, our has been solid, but overall, that's our method of defending. So what Pep did is, instead of dominating us just in possession, he broke up our plays quick, press them, don't let them hold any momentum. And that's the thing. And they were relentless. They kept on doing it. They weren't successful. That's why the game looked a bit sloppy in the midfield where there was a lot of loose balls. But they broke up play effectively, and by doing that, they just kept on knocking on our door till we conceded. And especially the only problem with us is that because we had no response. They then had no response to that. Once they started breaking up his play, we weren't able to settle in. He didn't know to make the right substitutions. In my opinion, subbing off Vinicius was a big mistake. Keep Vinicius on, take off Isco, bring on Bale on the right wing. You're trying to go for a goal. Why are you putting Bale on the left? When he's left-footed,
exactly.
You're literally. Wait. 1 second. Let me just because Zidane did a lot of things wrong there too. Not just Zidane, man. Ramos too. Ramos is like he has an arrogance to him that sometimes he just does some shit that's unnecessary. Like why did you?
Courtois was gonna get that ball, man.
Courtois would have saved it. Courtois was incredible. He was better than you, Ramos. Why don't you trust him? And he fouls him, brings him down.
No. So Red, I have to disagree there. 1-on-1.
No. He took a big touch. Double H. If you watch that closely, Jesus took a big touch.
No. He was in.
No. Wait, guys. Wait, guys. Easy. We are watching it from our couch. In the context of the game, as a defender,
you have to. Yes,
you have to. Just that Ramos messed up by giving that opportunity to Ramos. Once that happens, you just have to reaakt.
You have to do that
because you can't be like, he's taking the heavy touch.
He's been doing this for 26 times, man. 26 red cards. Dude, we need to have a conversation about Ramos. This man does not belong. No. He does not belong in any top 10 defenders list of all time.
Don't just use one thing about.
No. 26 red cards, man. He's the main reason.
Wait.
Why Madrid have
Wait. Let me read some super chats. Marta Rosario, who says, "Mane got me crying, laugh my ass off, chill, man." And 40-year-old Virgil says, "Oh, weak league, dead EPL, weak EPL." Guys, wait, are you guys stupid or are you dumb? City are the only team who won against the Real Madrid side who gets pimp slapped by guys like Levante, Granada, and Tapas Bar FC. Liverpool got touched. We'll get to Chelsea, and we all know what happened to Tottenham. So Premier League ultimately took an L. chill, relax.
Red.
It's still the
Red,
early. Jujuman, what do you want?
Oh yeah, I have a
Zidane
question.
made a mistake because this is what
Wait, it's okay. So I'm going to go to Jujuman, then to Hazem. Jujuman.
Oh, yeah, because everyone says Madrid are good away at home, and the problem with this Madrid team that I saw in this game, and I saw heading to this game in the second leg, is they don't have anyone. Like Vinicius, if Vinicius is your main threat, I mean, they do not have anyone in this team. And we saw Bale come in; it's no impact. So even if it's away at Etihad, I don't know how they're going to beat.
Where are the players?
He should have started Bale.
Who's gonna score, man? That's
Yeah, but there's no one.
Man,
You can't even say
And there was no balance in the front line. Like there was
I
no
agree
one on
with
the
Red.
right.
They don't have any help. So it's like
Wait, I mean, see, I said that Vasquez, I feel should have started. I think Vasquez should have started ahead of.
No. No, never. No.
Okay, wait. Okay, so you're telling me that apart from the goal, Isco had a great game. Apart from the goal,
Yeah,
Isco
yeah.
had
No,
a great game.
he was solid. He wasn't that.
Yeah.
He wasn't phenomenal, but he was solid. He wasn't
Well,
by
let
any
me
chance
just
a
say something.
liability.
Let me just
It was just that we were toothless.
Or
Because-
I'm Hazem.
Red was right about Zidane messing up this game because why are you bringing on
Bale.
Vasquez on the right, right? And it should be Bale should be coming on for Isco on the right side, right? And on the left side, just keep Vinicius because I know he's been poor, but
He can
he's
still
actually
cause
a threat.
something. Yeah,
But look, Bale cannot be on the left side. He was just crossing the ball, and he wasn't crossing it well. You need Bale to cut in and really bring that threat. Yeah.
I think the Vasquez one was probably to stop Raheem Sterling because Vasquez, I know he can play right back at times, so it's like it was mostly a defensive move.
So you're telling me when you're going 2-1 down, you want to just defend?
Hatred, can I just?
Wait. Let's just run this off quickly, and then Monta have the last word before we go to Juve, Lyon. Monta.
Yeah, actually, you know what, Hazem and Red is spot on, and I think so. Like this is like Zidane's mistake, especially with the substitution and before substitution. When we scored one goal, you saw Isco was tired, and in terms of defending, in terms of we could have kept the ball easily with us, okay, for the 10-20 minutes and look for the opportunities to break against City because City was the pressure was piling on their head, okay, so they have to come out, they have to play high line now we have to be more opportunistic, you know, look for the pockets. And what he did personally, bro, you should have bring on Toni Kroos. I think that he's one of the best players in the world.
Wait, let me ask.
Exactly.
Was Toni Kroos in the squad?
Yes,
bro, he was in the squad. Yeah.
Because I promise you, I assumed Kroos was injured.
No, I thought that was a report. I thought that was a report. He's
no,
training or something.
There was a kind of, you know, where he didn't.
So Kroos was on the bench.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Bro, but you're forgetting one thing. You're forgetting one thing over here because what Red mentioned, the way we defend is we keep the ball, we hog the ball, we move around. You know, in a sense, you know, we could have frustrated more City after Isco scored the goal because what I saw, okay, Isco scored the goal. Now Isco is off. Kroos will come out, and you know, instead of Vinicius, might be, you know, it would be Gareth Bale. You know, so it will be more opportunistic way of scoring against City.
I've got to just cut him real quick, man, because see,
go ahead.
I've got to say it's like. Modric was amazing during his time.
Yeah.
Everyone fits. I thought that it goes without being said that it is Toni Kroos, Casemiro, and Valverde.
No. He should be ahead of Valverde. Kroos should be ahead of Valverde. For me, Valverde.
Yeah. No, bro. Like, wait.
It's just
like, in terms of intensity, wait.
Kroos should be ahead of Valverde.
Yeah.
No. I wasn't putting it in order.
No. It should be Kroos, Valverde, Casemiro, man. That's the midfield.
That's the
midfield the whole season. I don't know why Zidane changed it. That was the midfield the whole season.
Casemiro.
It's like, why? Because you could just tell that Modric, he doesn't have that same spark that he normally has. And especially basically, to what Muntaha, Red, and Thingy said, with regards to keeping the ball, that is where Toni Kroos is money at. Because Toni Kroos, his greatest part of his game is he's an excellent passer of the ball and is really good at keeping the ball. How he wasn't even on the pitch? And how you because Modric didn't have any effect on the game. You see, Modric.
No. Look, can I disagree? Because for me, Modric wasn't the one losing the ball the most. For me, Valverde was losing the ball. Man City were putting pressure on Valverde, and he was losing the ball. So why?
No. But I think But Modric's greatest asset of the game is how he affects the game offensively.
Yeah,
moving
dictating
forward.
the game.
There we go.
Yeah.
I say Toni Kroos's greatest asset is in holding the ball and keeping the rhythm of play. And from what you guys said, see, he should have brought on a Toni Kroos to say, "All right, cruise control. Let's now hold on to the ball."
Exactly, and you know what, HJ, without Kroos, we were so greedy after scoring the first goal. That's the problem. There was in 10 minutes of time, you know what, City said, okay, now we have to bring on Raheem Sterling, and Isco was tired and everything, and you're not keeping the ball. I mean, you're going direct at them. No need for them, you know.
Okay, let me wait. Okay, let's answer because we won't have time for this effort. So Juventus against Lyon. Now, I tried to watch both games, and I think I did pretty well in watching both of these games. I'm going to Google right now because I want to look at what the lineup is. So
the Dybala striker.
Oh my God in heaven! So the midfield was Rabiot, Pjanic, Bentancur.
Zero creativity.
And the attack was Cristiano, Cuadrado, Dybala.
Yeah.
You see, let me level with you. Look, I said, for Sarri, sometimes people can go against him and everything and so forth. And I thought that, look, I picked Lyon to win, only just, but I thought Juve would let's get an away goal. But Lyon are like what, 10th or 11th in Uber Eats or something?
They're 7th or something. But
okay, fine.
Bro, look, oh my God.
Wait, easy with the Everton, but for you Juventus, man, you should be going forward to try and win the game. And remember, even in my preview, I said, okay, Dybala, he's going to have a massive impact on the game because obviously I assumed he'd be playing the number 10 position. So why put him in as a striker? And it's played to Lyon's hands because Lyon were like, oh my God, these guys don't really have any kind of danger in attack. Whenever they come into attack, there really isn't any incision. And bro, we can just really press up high, go high, and they went at it. And trust me, Juve are lucky that Lyon did go up by 2 or 3 in that first half. Because second half, Sarri wised up, played Dybala in his stronger position, brought in Higuain, and the team actually looked more livelier. But I have no idea why he rolled like that. So let me just take this quick super chat, and I'm going to come to Hazem, then FG. So from Brand K002, thank you for the super chat, sir. HH, you were right. Cristiano is horrible on the ball. Look, man, if I say anything, FG, shut up.
No,
if I say anything, I'll get attacked by FG and his army. So Hazem, because let's speak on both, man. So just reflect on the game first with regards to how well Lyon played, and also what do you think Sarri's thinking was? Trying to get into his head. What do you think Sarri's thinking was going for that formation away from home against Lyon?
Yeah, first of all, I told you this Juventus side is not going to go through against this Lyon. They just cannot do it in the Champions League, especially with Sarri. So now look at this game. You have Dybala starting as striker in the first half, and the whole first half he didn't do anything, right? It's easy because they're playing 5 at the back, and they just bring a midfielder back to deal with Dybala. And the wings, Cuadrado and Ronaldo, have nothing to do because they're overcrowded by the 5 at the back. So Lyon basically closed Juventus' attack, and you have a midfield that has zero creativity, right? You have Bentancur and Rabiot, who provide zero creativity, nothing. They didn't do anything in the game. And you have Pjanic, who's losing the ball all the time.
Shouldn't have been starting, man.
Yeah, he needs to be sold to Siberia, man. One of the worst players.
Easy. Hasn't finished.
Here's the thing: Juventus just have no ideas when it comes to playing in the Champions League, and in general, this season they've been so poor that it's crazy. And when you look at the game today, Lyon actually outplayed Juventus in the first half. They were pressing them high. They were winning the ball,
moving the ball out wide very well. The wide men were very impressive. Yeah,
they were using their physicality, set pieces, and they rightfully scored the first goal. And it was a great goal from the cross.
Oh, Husam Ouar, beautiful skill by Ouar, man, beautiful skill.
Yeah, Ouar, wow, great player. And look, this second half, Juventus stepped up a bit. They started to put some attacks together, but nothing, bro. No spark, no creativity. Ronaldo, nothing special. He was trying. Okay, I would say I agree kind of with FG. He was better than most of the players, and Dybala was also trying to do some stuff. But nothing, bro. These guys have no creativity. Sarri has no tactics, bro. What is the tactics? Juventus were literally crossing the ball and going back.
This is Sarri's quote, bro. This is Sarri's quote
Nothing.
after the game.
Where
He
is
said,
Sarri
this is what Sarri said after the game. I'm having difficulty getting the idea across to this team that they have to move the ball quickly.
Oh
and Bonucci said after the game that he told Matuidi, we're not ready for this game during the training sessions.
Bro, this Sarri, he's one of the most overrated coaches. I'm sorry, bro. He can't even put a single element of his football into this team. What is wrong with this guy? He can't even make them play proper football. These guys are getting outplayed by Lyon. They can't even pass the ball properly, bro. You have, like Klopp said last week, Juventus have one of the best squads, if not the best squad in Europe, man for man. They have Ronaldo. They have Dybala. These guys are top players. What are you doing? You have talent that can literally.
Maybe it's just a bad fit, man. Maybe it's just a bad fit, because I think I still think that Sarri is a very good coach.
No,
I don't think
What?
Yes.
No. I
Give
just
me your reason, bro. Give me your
Sarri.
Allegri was perfect for this Juve.
I'll give you a reason.
It's not Allegri's team. Okay. Let me just hit some super chats and then I'm gonna go to FG, Jujuman, then Montard, then Red. So Gatlock, who says, so Atalanta are carrying Syria, Bundesliga are with Bayern. Well, Atalanta shut up, man. But look, man, the tie ain't over. I still believe Juve will win the tie. It's just about what will they do when they get past Lyon and they actually have
they won't win.
All right,
FG.
Okay. First of all, I just want to say Lyon, the old club, man. I was not impressed by Lyon. They were only like decent in the 15th minute when De Ligt got off because he was bleeding in his head, and that's the only. And remember, that was when they scored the goal, when De Ligt came off, when we were playing with 10 men. So, and then after that, in the second half, when he took off Pjanic and brought on Ramsey, took off Rabiot, it was just smooth control. It was much better.
I think he hit the post. What are you saying?
Wait, what do you mean?
They hit the post in the first half, Lyon.
Yeah. During that 15-minute spell, when after De Ligt came off and they scored the goal, then they got another chance. That was the only time they ever looked threatening to Juventus. But I think Pjanic should be on the bench from now on. He cannot start a game. He has no impact in the game. I think Rabiot should not start either. He's too slow. He can't pass the ball. He doesn't know how to dribble. He takes too much time. Bentancur is the only decent midfielder. Ramsey's good too.
So, do you believe that Juve will still come through in this?
Oh yeah, because only reason I have faith in Juve going through is because the whole game was for the whole 90 minutes. I felt like Lyon. I wasn't worried that Lyon was going to score a second or third. It was just
that's their plan, bro. They're sitting back. It's normal.
I think Juve will. But I think Juve is going to just go all out attack in the second leg, like they did against Atletico, and they'll scrape it through. And they have to start Higuain. They need when starting the ball at this false nine makes no sense because there's no presence in the box. Every time Ronaldo is on the wing, he's trying to cross it, but there's no one there to cross. It's either Dybala or Carvajal, two 5'6" players, 5'6" players. So, Sarri's just got to get look. This is what I gotta say. Just sack Sarri right now. Get back Allegri. Just get back Allegri now, and they can do something.
Okay.
Let me tell you just one quickly. Yeah. Let me tell you the problem and example of Sarri's stubbornness. This guy is insisting on playing 4-3-3 when clearly the best option is to play two strikers for Juve. With Dybala number 10 behind Higuain and Ronaldo. But he's insisting on playing 4-3-3. God knows why. With Dybala on striker.
No, that formation doesn't work either because that formation is too narrow. And there's no width.
Wait, and to go to my discussion is I don't think. Look, the one thing I'm coming into Sarri's defense. I don't think this team is good. I think Sarri is working with scraps. To be honest.
What?
Why is he putting Ronaldo on the wing?
Dude, what the hell? He has a 5-time Champions League winner. What's
Ronaldo
scraps?
Are you calling Cristiano scraps? Please tell me.
He's not. I mean, scoring.
11 consecutive games, 11 consecutive winners.
Let Jujuman's land. Are you calling Cristiano scraps? Please, are you calling him scraps?
And look, guys will get mad and abuse me in the comment. I don't care. Look, he's apart from heading the ball and and scoring penalties and maybe deflections. I don't think he's that good as people say he is. Because I mean, I think it's a huge travesty that people compare him to Messi. It's the biggest disgrace I've ever seen.
I mean, he's ahead of Messi. He's ahead of Messi, of course. That's
because standing just standing waiting for tap-ins the entire game. Because look, as far as contribution, what does he do?
Bro, you're acting like tap.
Come on, LG. You're acting like
You're acting like tap, Mr. Harden. Look at Madrid. Look at Madrid. They could use Ronaldo right now.
Wait, please, just let me land. And then free kicks. Oh my, free kicks are useless because this guy hits the ball. This means
he's got the most free kicks in Champions League history.
Yeah, but wait, he scored that in 2009. No, now like.
Oh my god!
When's the last time he scored a free kick?
Against Switzerland.
He just wastes free kicks. No one says anything. Like no one says anything. And then with the game today, okay, Rabiot. It's I think arguably the worst. Him and the worst players. But Juventus. This is what I ask Juventus fans. What do you expect? He was free. What do you expect? Like, do you think you're getting any player that was good? He was free, so no surprises there. And then let's look at the goalkeeper.
Wait, Jujuman. Yeah. Martin Rosario says that mute Juju's mic. Again.
Martin Rosario, CR7 fat boy. Look, he wasn't bad. He wasn't bad today. Like I will say,
so you're defending Sarri. So that it's not Sarri's fault.
Yeah, but I think he's working with scraps. Like these players are not good enough.
Please tell me, Allegri did with the scraps. Allegri did something with these scraps.
There's a reason Allegri left. He didn't leave because this team was about to win the Champions League. He saw the future. That second leg against Ajax, like. This team was finished. It was finished. Which reinforcements did they bring? They brought a bunch of rejects. Ramsey, again, another poor performance. No surprises there. Again, another free player. What did you expect?
Wait. Ramsey was good today. Ramsey was good.
No, he was all right.
Why didn't he start Matuidi? Tell me.
He gave a solid 5. He gave a solid 5 of a performance.
Why didn't he start Matuidi if Rabiot was so crap?
Well, that's
because Matuidi's got a touch of a donkey, man.
Exactly. The team is
okay. So wait. So Jujuman, do you still believe Juve will win the tie though?
Like they'll probably get another easy draw. So no, they'll win this draw, and then same as I said the same is maximum. Any team that is decent will get them. And with Ronaldo, I don't want to take this game down, but I mean scoring. His stats for this season are 21 goals. According to his stats of the season are like appearance he has 23, goals he has 21, 10 of them penalties, by the way. No one and
Immobile has 15 penalties, so no one's complaining about that.
No, it's a goal. 15. He's a great player. He's a goal. And then one assist. Just
of course he's got one assist. The team
Okay, no. Look.
There's no creativity.
It's Jujuman. His view is that he feels that Cristiano is trash and he's declining. That's Jujuman's words, not mine. Jujuman's words, not mine.
I remember 2 years ago, Jujuman told me he said Cristiano is the greatest player of all
time.
No,
I never said that.
What happened to you in 2 years' time?
Wait. We see. We need to go to other guys. So, Monsaha, thoughts on this game, Juve Lyon.
Yeah, bro. Like, to be honest, I didn't watch this game, but I watched this highlight, and like from the highlights, I came to know that Juve was horrible. Like people was talking like, "Oh, Juve is like horrible," but like, yeah, they were. And let's be honest, like, I partially agree with Hazem over here when he says that like, why are you using 4-3-3 system when it's not working for you, and which clearly doesn't work for Juve, bro. I mean, with that 3 midfield and like that's too rigid system, bro. I mean. Like with 2 rigid midfielders, you're trying to play that kind of intricate playing style now. That's not helping you out. So you should have switched to diamond, even though it's narrow. Then it comes your game management and planning, bro, and your tactics. How you're going to be effective with the narrow system where you at best actually, against many teams. And I believe that like with respect to Sarri and Allegri question where. Like Sarri have a crap where I'm like after a long time I'm disagree with Jujuman what Jujuman said like with respect to Sarri have to work with bricks and all those things. No. This team, the same team, Allegri get the best out of this team. Let's be honest over here. I mean, like how planning? No, wait. Today you just witnessed Juju, man. Come on, man. Against Real Madrid in the first half, Man City was like, playing conservative approach. They were looking for the chances. They're looking for the breaks, right? I mean, wait.
Let him land.
He's kicking the free kicks in the wall every time.
No. I'm not.
What is Sarri supposed to do?
Bro, I'm not saying Ronaldo's like, shit. I mean, let's be honest over here. It's not the same Ronaldo. It's like 36 years old Ronaldo. You cannot expect him to do what he did with Madrid or with even with many nights. Come on.
People kick the free kicks. He just keeps missing every time.
No, I agree. No. That's the reason. That's the reason. I believe that Dybala should take free kicks off Pjanic. Where Ronaldo is being too stubborn with the authority of taking free kicks over some of these, good players who's better than him. Clearly, they're above him in terms of free kicks and everything. With respect to shooting as well, I think so. Ronaldo has lost a lot. But let's be honest over here. Is Juventus playing on the same wavelength as Ronaldo? No, they're not. I mean, let's be honest here. When we see Juventus with the I mean, with the average players, like average in terms of when I'm comparing him with Ronaldo as a forward, I think with Higuain, I think they perform better. They perform better as a unit, but when they have a talisman, in the team, a star player, they're not clicking together. Even with Allegri, Juventus actually like to serve to Ronaldo. The main purpose is to serve Ronaldo, and which they are not doing it really.
With Allegri,
but still,
do you still think?
No, but
with Allegri, do you think this team can win a Champions League if they brought Allegri back?
Bro, first of all, I don't understand how come Allegri is so underrated manager in world football. Bro, this guy has been tactically
because he lost to finals.
Bro, he fulfilled the definition of a manager managing the games. What Sarri cannot do. Sarri literally, I mean, let's be honest over here. When Sarri today, he should go and watch the Man City Real Madrid game, bro. What Pep Guardiola did, he moved away from his system. Let's be honest over here. He was being more counter-attacking football. That's how you do to win this, this trophy, man. This is the biggest stage in world football. But what you are doing, you stop and you know that you don't have that quality of players. Even Chelsea have a better midfield than Juventus. Let's be honest over here. Last season, Chelsea have a better midfield than Juventus. When you know that it's not going to work for you, why don't go for the flipping diamond, which was really working for you against Inter Milan as well? So, bro, for me, the break for the Juventus team is okay, players are not good. I agree. And I blame Juventus board and the recruitment policies of signing players. Agree with you. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, with that. But Sarri is not a manager. He might be a coach, system manager, coach. Where we use definition where coach grill players into system. He's that kind of guy. And he's not a manager.
He needs better midfield, bro.
No, but I still believe that, even if you give him better midfield, he cannot, grind out the results.
Sure. Let me just hit some super chats here. So, from this and that, 765 says that put Sarri under review, clueless old man.
It's harsh.
That's harsh. Man, that's very harsh.
That's harsh. Okay, before I come to Hoga Bruce, let me just keep one more super chat from Young One who says, praise Sarri plus blame Cristiano equals Juju man's logic.
No, look, every time anyone criticizes, I've criticized Messi, I've criticized Ronaldo. Every time I try to criticize this player, it's like they're untouchable. This guy, no one is.
Wait. But Juju man, you do realize that Cristiano could very easily score a hat trick in the second leg.
Yes, I won't be surprised. I mean, I won't be surprised. He's a great player, but
Juju, sorry to cut you off. Juju, sorry to cut you off over here. Yeah. But I don't think so. Juventus or even Ronaldo can carry, or even Ronaldo is that good to carry Juventus on his own. So even if they win second leg, I mean, if they're facing tough team, even supposedly Bayern Munich, I believe Bayern Munich can destroy them. I mean,
he's no good. He's no good. But that's why I mention it. But if I mention it, I get abused. Because it's like free kicks, he shouldn't.
No, but Juju. The problem is that the way you're criticizing him, I believe that you have crossed some limits over there. But it happens, but it's your opinion eventually. At the end of the day, it's you.
So let me bring in Hoga Bonito there. Thoughts on the Juve Lyon?
Well, let me start off with Sarri. I think someone was saying earlier, he's not able to get his ideas across. So I think that's down to the players because I mean, if you look at his Napoli side and you look at the Chelsea side, he was able to get them playing the way he wants. Right. And those players aren't as good as these Juventus players. So, is that down to player IQ, like footballing intelligence, stuff like that?
Exactly.
Yeah. So he's not able to get his system going. And today he had 0 shot. The team had 0 shots on target. 0 shots. That's not acceptable in the knockout round.
No, bro.
And-
Wait. Let me land.
And quickly on Cristiano, like since he's joined Juventus, they've played 5 CL knockout games, and no one else has scored in those knockout games. He's the only one who scored for Juventus in the knockout games. So no one else is stepping up. So he's not getting any help. So that's a factor as well. So you see other teams, they have a Mane or they have a Salah. Like Juventus are just solely reliant on Cristiano.
So do you think Sarri should be held to the fire based on thinking, or do you think that he's receiving too much criticism?
No, he should be criticized because I think he is being really stubborn with his philosophy. Like what Munsaha pointed out earlier, like make some tweaks. Like you saw Guardiola change today. Like he had Jesus playing on the wing for Christ's sake. So why not make a tactical switch like that to get something out of your players? Because clearly it's not working so far.
Wait, wait, easy. Abdullahi, thoughts on the game. Juve, Lyon. Abdullahi. All right. Jujuman, go for it.
Just quickly, I just want to shout out to Dybala. Dybala was their best player. Like he created like 4 chances. Yeah, 4 chances and the most final third passes and stuff like that. He's a quality player, but he shouldn't be playing up top as a striker. Like what the hell is that? Like play Higuain and play him behind the striker.
Wait. Red, have you spoken on this game?
No, I haven't.
Okay, Red, go for it. Then I'll come to you, Jujuman. Red.
I disagree with Juju to an extent. I do think that Sarri has to go, but not because I think that he's a bad manager per se. I just don't think it's a good fit at all.
Thank you. It's a bad fit. It's a bad fit.
Because you're spot on with that. Because it's not like look, Juve historically have been a solid defensive side. They're not a side that goes out to beat you. They're a side that just they're hard to beat. You know what I mean? Like they're just a tough side, and Sarri's style doesn't suit that philosophy almost. And he's like, and plus like he's too experimental. Like you're not like I don't like that. Like that's why I criticized Zidane earlier because he was too experimental. Like FG hit the nail on the head. Like he was like for the majority of the season, Casemiro, Cruz, and I don't want to get to that game. And Valverde with the midfield, but he experimented and put Modric instead.
Red, just quickly, when you say it's a bad fit, are you saying he doesn't know the players or just the ethos of the club and stuff like that?
The club is too big for him. The club's too big for him.
No, the players are that.
No, like look at the players they have, right? The players that they currently have, like
I agree with you on that. Yeah,
they're trying to implement teach old dogs new tricks. Like Ramsey is a player that's in his prime currently. Like he's not a player that you can teach. He already has his style. He's a midfielder that likes to progress and get some goals in. He's a good quality player. Rabiot also solid defense. Like they have the pieces, but they're just not the right pieces for this. Like for this personal, for this style.
Dude, I personally think
sorry, I just think. Sorry, go ahead, G.
Yeah, it's like when what do we call Rafa Benitez coached Madrid. Like it makes no sense.
Exactly.
Never happen.
Okay. You have a player of a certain style, and you're getting a manager for a whole different style. It just doesn't make sense.
That's a good argument, Red. But just throwing Sarri under the bus, everything goes wrong.
No, he's
won one damn trophy in his whole career.
No.
You're like, H, I have a question for you.
Can you stop hating on Sarri?
I hope after today
wait, guys, chill. One at a time. Jujuman then Muntaha. Jujuman.
Yes, with Chelsea, they hate like with the Reds argument. Now that's a good argument you can make. I can agree with that. Maybe it's not a good fit, but just throwing the guy under the bus. They did that at Chelsea, and now look at Chelsea. There's no difference.
Can I just respond to that real quick, Juju? Yeah. See, here's the thing. It's much cheaper to replace a manager than to replace players, especially when you have high-profile players like Ronaldo, Dybala on your side. Like these are players that have big brands that you don't want to lose them because they're much more valuable than Sarri. Like honestly, they could get like Juve are a top European club that compete in every single like major competition available to them. For them, any manager, it will come to them if they wanted to. Like they, realistically speaking, they have that kind of pulling power. There's no need for them to stick with Sarri. He is the easiest one to replace. And it's not like, and you're right, people are harsh on their with their criticisms about Sarri, but he's the only one that can take it. He as the manager, you're supposed to.
What did he do? Just to add one point, because earlier on they said Cristiano has like most goals than everyone else, but I look at his assist. Is it because he's not creating for any other players and everyone is creating for him? Or
dude, no one's creating anything.
No, yeah, but does he create for other players?
Dude, they're scoring either 1 goal or scraping 2 goals at max.
But his assist is not good. He doesn't look like he's contributing.
I mean, one Higuain is trash. Cuadrado's not a goal scorer, and the ball plays too deep.
But sorry, the idiot.
Wait, guys, we can't talk all at the same time. Like I said, I was going to go into Muntaha.
Bro, HJ, I have a simple question for you, okay? It's a really simple question, okay? Supposedly, UA needs, 2 fullbacks, 2 center midfielders, I believe, and might be 1 right winger. I mean, to play at like Sarri's football, what he, like what kind of brand he wants to embrace, in the Juventus team. Do you know how much it will cost? I mean, to even to get the ready products, I mean, who's established players, it will cost like approximately, minimum 300 million.
Not to mention.
No, wait.
FG.
Yeah. I'm coming there. Okay. So you want to keep Sarri. You want to give him the chance. Okay. The huge amount. I mean, into Sarri's, hand. Okay, 400, 300, 500 million euros to build a team, and there's no certainty of winning UCL because let's be honest. Okay, he reached the round of 16. I mean, with Napoli, what happened? Okay. People say, okay, look how much improvement he did. Yeah, but improvement is not equivalent to success, bro. That's never a formula to win UCL, bro. Let's be honest over here. Can they really rely on Sarri, even if Sarri is great, coach in terms of his philosophy?
Okay, wait. Let me ask you this though, because Allegri already flopped twice in 2 finals with this team. Is there
wait? Allegri, bro.
Simple question. Is there a manager out there with this team who you believe can win the Champions League with this team?
Zidane, man. Go all
bro.
Okay,
wait. There are managers, bro. Okay, first Allegri. Ancelotti will massively improve the side. Do you know that? I'm not kidding at all, bro. Okay, you give him some basic investments of buying some midfielders or fullbacks and something. He will sort out the issue. What Sarri cannot do in the million years, bro. Let's be honest over here. Sarri is so stubborn. That's the problem. Nobody's criticizing Sarri's system, okay, and all those things. But that system which you want to play, use your head, use your footballing brain. You cannot use it. You have to mold yourself, not team.
One more thing.
Final word before we move on from this. FG final word.
Yeah, dude. I don't know how come Sarri has his reputation of he's a great manager. This is a poverty manager.
I never said he's a great manager.
I agree with
managers in history. How is he a good coach? The only thing he's won is a damn Europa League, a shit one too, a shit league.
He
flopped at Napoli. He flopped at Napoli. He flopped at Chelsea.
He didn't flop at Napoli. He didn't flop at Napoli. He took Napoli.
Bro, he flopped. He didn't win the league.
No. You have to be fair.
He failed. No, he failed. And I'm sorry if you're listening to this. I hope you go out there, buy 200 packs of cigarettes, and smoke all of them, and then
chill.
Let's hope you never wake up again.
LG, chill. See, no.
Why are you arguing hypocritical? Because you're saying that Sarri doesn't have the squad to win, but then you're blaming Allegri for the finals, not the squad. That's not fair on Allegri. Why are you using the double standards?
Thank you. See that?
Yeah, no. For me, I just think the guys are just being a little bit too harsh with these guys. All right, let's now talk about okay, look, Chelsea against Bayern, man. Now look,
can I start?
Red, no, I'm gonna start. I've put up. Look, as I said again, look, it's very simple, man. They got beat. They got beat, and to quote my dear friend from Talking Tactics, Daniel Tillopman, aka Danny T, those ass cheeks were spread, man. Those ass cheeks got spread in that second half. And when the beating is so bad, when it is so embarrassing, I feel mellow. Yes, I had to stay off Twitter. Yes, I had to stay off my timeline, but I feel mellow. So my thing is this. Because Ford couldn't explain this to me. So maybe someone can explain this to me. So I'm going to ask 2 questions. First question is this. Can somebody enter Lampard's head and tell me why Ross Barkley stayed on the pitch for as long as he did? First thing. Second thing, how impressive were Bayern Munich, and do you think that we can look at Bayern Munich as one of the favorites, or they just played a trash team? Let me come first to Hazem, then I'll come to Red. Hazem.
Look, this was an interesting match, I can't blame Lampard that much, to be honest, because I think I agree with forwards kind of that I don't think Lampard could have done much more in this game, because if you look at the first half, it was pretty even, right? Chelsea actually were reclaiming the ball. Alonso was playing pretty well. They had some chances, right? And Bayern actually were making mistakes. Boateng kept on losing the ball in these key areas. I don't know what Boateng is doing. But second half, it was just the change of pace, right? Bayern changed the pace of the game so quickly, and Chelsea couldn't deal with it. It's gonna happen if you have an inexperienced team. This is the Champions League. If you have a squad and you're relying on young players like Mason Mount, Reece James, these guys aren't going to cut it. I'm sorry, these guys are not going to cut it in a round of 16 game against a very experienced Bayern side. When the pace of the game changes and you have...
Wait, real quick. So, Hasmi, something that's a better coach couldn't do a better job.
No, he couldn't. You're telling me a better coach could be Bayern in this game? No way, because the squad, look at the squad. They're a good squad, don't get me wrong. But you have youngsters here and there. You have Alonso, who he played well, but this guy, he's not good enough. I'm sorry, for this level of the game. And you have a midfield of Jorginho, Ross Barkley. These guys are not top players. When you compare it to Bayern's midfield, they had Thiago and Kimmich. Great job. They were reclaiming the ball very well. They were very fast. And when you have game changers that Chelsea don't have. You have Giroud as striker. What do you want Giroud to do? This guy is not a game changer, all right? He did in Europa League, okay, but this is the Champions League. Lewandowski.
Wait. I want you to read this from my boy Danny T. Hazem. A better coach couldn't do better than a 3-0 loss at home.
No, he couldn't. Let me tell you why.
Oh,
when you have a player like Lewandowski, nobody can stop him on form, okay? Nobody can stop this guy on form. Let's be honest. If Lewandowski wasn't playing, this game would have been 0-0. This game would have been 0-0. He literally created all three goals. All right, Davies, then the third goal did all right. But he literally played an important role in all three goals, 2 assists and the goal. Lewandowski, he showed his world-class ability. And that's the difference between Chelsea squad and Bayern squad. No defender in Chelsea. Rudiger and Christensen are not going to stop a world-class striker like Lewandowski. I'm sorry.
It wasn't just Lewandowski.
Someone like Van Dijk.
No, wait. Hazem.
Lewandowski's out.
Alphonso Davies was the best player on that pitch.
Yeah.
Not Lewandowski. It was Alphonso Davies.
He was the second best player.
Wait, is Lewandowski out for a month?
Yes.
No, a month.
Wait, you missed the second leg.
How can you say when Lewandowski had 2 assists and a goal, he literally contributed to all 3 goals that he?
I don't care about stats. Alphonso Davies. I'm telling you, Alphonso Davies was the best player on the pitch. Lewandowski, along with Gnabry, were very good. Alphonso Davies destroyed the living hell out. If not for Alphonso Davies, Lewandowski would not have scored a goal. He put that ball on a plate.
And if not for Lewandowski, Gnabry wouldn't score those 2 goals. Do you disagree?
Oh, no, true. No, but let me say. Wait. But let me say this: Lewandowski's chance was far easier than Gnabry's, based on Alphonso Davies's ball being far more superior and far easier for Lewandowski to convert than for Gnabry to. Gnabry had to do a lot more work for his goals than Lewandowski did. You can't. Alphonso Davies was outstanding.
Not really,
I'm sorry, he killed Chelsea that half.
Lewandowski made a great run. Okay, I'm giving credit to Alphonso. That was a great. For the third goal, Alphonso Davies was the best, right? But Lewandowski also made a great run for that goal. Not every striker would have been there and reached as fast because Alphonso Davies is very fast. Not every striker would have matched his pace to reach the cross, okay? Second of all, the whole game was... okay, the point remains, first of all. Chelsea cannot deal with Davies, Lewandowski, and Gnabry, okay? Their defense is too experienced to deal with such firepower, and this is to Dan, right? No coach could have set up that defense that could defend such a huge impact of firepower in the change of pace of game of Davies, Gnabry, even Muller.
No. Hazem, I'm sorry. Wait, before I go over to Red, Hazem, You must be insane to tell me that a better coach couldn't have done better than a 3-0 loss at home. 3-0 loss away, okay. 3-0 loss at home. I'm sorry, Lewandowski, Gnabry, and thingy ain't Neymar, Suarez, and Messi. Wait, Hazard. Are you telling me that Lewandowski, Gnabry, and Coman are on the same level as peak Neymar, peak Messi, and peak Suarez?
No, they're not. But Chelsea's level is way lower than them. Chelsea's defense, yes, for sure. And when you have Jorginho, who is not able to act as a center defensive midfielder to support them, yeah.
Okay, okay. Let me bring in Red. Red, thoughts on this whole on the Chelsea Bayern beatdown.
Man, I was surprised. I wasn't really watching because I thought Chelsea had it on lock. I was promised semis.
Red, I blame you. Why did he put that into the universe? Why? No, you're to blame for the loss. Bro.
How HH?
Because you put it into the universe. I told you that way. Red, what are you smoking by saying Chelsea have it on lock? Don't put that into the universe.
HH, look. It was. I actually thought Chelsea was in the quarters. I thought I was stunned this round because I thought Juve were in the quarters already. Turns out no. I thought Chelsea were in the quarters already. Turns out no. I also thought Barca were in the quarters already, but as well, turns out no. All they did is make this why more watchable. Now, before I thought that second leg would not be watchable, but now I think the second leg is watchable because comeback is still on. The comeback is still on. Last time an English team went to Germany, they put 3 past Bayern.
So you're putting Chelsea on the same level as Liverpool of last year?
Possibly. Hey, we don't know yet. There's still 90 minutes to be played. Have hope, HH.
No, that half hope is an irony. Juju man.
Yes, I mean this game
and Juju man, don't be disrespectful. Don't be disrespectful.
Look, I told Abdullahi. I mean, I think from the beginning when they signed Lampard, I said last year it's a rookie. He's not going. It's more of you need experience, and I think Lampard needs more experience in his resume before he gets the Chelsea job, because Chelsea is a big team. But with the game yesterday, I mean, no surprises. I predicted 2-1 Bayern win, and the one thing that surprised me is Gnabry. I think it didn't surprise me, but I would say my man of the match was Gnabry. He's just
over Alphonso Davies.
Over everyone, because he was exceptional. This man has to be the most improved player in the. He used to play for Arsenal. Now he's playing in the big boys league with the Champions League.
He was on the bench for West Brom, man.
Yes, and he was from West Brom too.
Amazing rise.
He needs. I think I was impressed with him. And the other thing with Chelsea. I mean, Tammy Abraham. We had this conversation. Look, I don't like to be the bad guy in this stuff, but he's not good enough. He's just not good enough. I know it's his first season. We're supposed to give him
first season, easy judgment. His first season.
He's not good enough, because I mean, I can say this confidently. If Haaland was there, those balls that are going across the
judgment, don't. Please don't.
No, with Abraham, it's not good enough. It's not good enough. And with Chelsea,
so do you think that display puts Bayern as one of the favorites for the Champions League, or you can't judge them based on that?
Yes, I consider them together with if Man City beat Madrid, I consider them and Bayern as favorites, because Flick. I mean,
it's good. Hansi Flick has tried, man.
He's done a great job, because Muller looks good. Pavard was the weakness, though. I saw Pavard. That's where the other teams will exploit, because he looks like the weakness. And the other thing that I'll end with is, I mean, Coleman injury is all right. He's not exceptional.
Let me say about Coleman.
His injury. He's like he adds pace, but apart from that, is nothing. He doesn't. He shouldn't be a guy.
So who do you put the blame in?
The blame.
Wait. So do you put the blame on Ross Barkley, the players, or Lampard?
No, I can't blame Lampard. I don't rate the guy. I don't think he's. I don't think he's good enough for this job. How can I blame someone who doesn't, who I don't rate? I didn't expect him to do anything. The players are not that good. Barkley is no good. Tammy Abraham is no good. Mason Mount, I think.
Juju man, don't you dare put Tammy and Barkley in the same
all right, and then,
Juju man, don't do it. Don't do that.
All right, and then Aspilicueta is no good. Rudiger, even though he was on the receiving end, I still rate Rudiger. I think he has potential, and the right management, he has potential. And I'll end with this: Frank Lampard's. His body language was no good because he crossed his arms. I mean, it's like you're not supposed to.
He's a rookie, man. He's a rookie. He's a rookie.
Because it's like this. Some of these guys in this Chelsea team are young. I mean, I didn't expect them to win because is inexperience. Some of them, these players are no good, and Lampard should be there to cheer on his players. He crossed his arms and his legs, and I'm like, that is not a good.
Okay. All right. Okay. Wait. Let me just read the super chat here. So from this and that 762 says that I love you, man. Thank you very much. Thank you for the love. All right. BD Core, why do you keep disconnecting? Are you connected? Is your mic working?
I am. I'm here, man. What's up?
Okay, BD Core. Chelsea Bayern. Thoughts?
Oh yeah, HH. I think. I want to say this. I told you this before the beginning of the season. I think you guys should have already sacked Frank Lampard. Bro, I told you the guy was an awful coach. You never listened to me. So, him being a rookie manager, it's been coming for ages, and I think it would have been better if you sacked him earlier than let it run off as of right now, because I don't see where you guys are going in this season. I think you guys are going to get bounced in the second leg too.
Yeah, no. I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, wait, but who do you put the blame on, Lampard or the players being too young or the players being trash, or Ross Barkley?
I'm coming, man. I'm coming. 1 second. I think I put the blame on Lampard. Lampard is awful. He is trash. Yeah.
So you put the blame. All right. Okay. Well, let me bring in Muntaha here. Muntaha, Chelsea Bayern, thoughts?
Yeah, bro. For me, with respect to Chelsea Bayern game, even I expected, I predicted, Chelsea to go through somehow 2-1 or something like that, 1-0. But this is a reality check, bro. Eventually at some point, it's a reality check because the lack of quality. Let's be honest over here. I believe that Lampard got the best out of. At the start of the season, after losing to Man United, in the season, in the first half of the season, and he had good enough form, good games, consecutively he keeps on winning against Ajax as well in the group stage, and yeah, he did his job, to be honest, with what he could do. I mean, with respect to, you have Barkley, Giroud. I mean, in the first half, Chelsea showed up. Okay, there was a signs where Chelsea was good. Giroud was, winning all those first balls, long balls where Caballero was hitting, on him, and he was winning that. And in a sense, he worked as a target man, and that worked better. But Barkley, I mean, I believe that the only mistake he did is by selecting Barkley as in his first starting level. I believe that Willian should have played this game because that would be much better. His shooting, his accuracies, and I think it's better than Barkley, I believe, personally. And yeah, man, but this is a harsh reality, man, and you have to face that.
So who do you put the main blame on? Lampard, Chelsea, or
bro, for me, I put blame on the players, and especially Jorginho. Jorginho's liability in defense, bro. I mean, what kind of player he is? I mean, people say, oh, he's a regista and does all those things. I mean, really? I mean, look at Thiago Alcantara from this game, bro. You saw the difference. Let's be honest with you. And even you saw from the difference from the final third difference from Lewandowski, Alphonso Davies, and even Gnabry. I mean, that was huge, man, massive. I don't think so. Chelsea will come back. I'll be honest with you. But even though,
wait, Munsa, you don't think?
Yeah,
they're not. So what do you mean by you don't think? They're 3-0 down. What's there not to think of? What the
heck? Okay, in a sense, I believe it now.
Thank you, believe, man. Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah, Chelsea's not.
That's our crash.
Yeah.
All right, okay, so before I come to Hugo Benito and your boy Danny, let's hit the super chats. Gatlock, I told you all that Lampard will pick Barkley and Mount. Gatlock, I really didn't believe this dude was really going to pick Barkley because he played well against Tottenham Hotspur, man. I really couldn't believe that. All right, Hugo Benito, man, Chelsea Bayern, give me your thoughts, bro.
Yeah, I mean, none of us should be surprised. There's such a gulf in quality between the two sides. Like, as for your question about the manager, of course we can criticize him. Like, he could have kept the score down by some tweaks. Like, Willian should have started, and Zuma should have started, I thought. And as for Barkley, I mean, I have no words for this guy. He's one of the worst players I've ever seen.
Horrible player.
Horrible player. And so you should have started Willian. And like, they could have got a goal. I mean, the first half, Marcos Alonso had that chance to finish, and he didn't. I thought that was their best chance of the game. And I mean, no, I'm not surprised at all. And it could have been a lot worse, I thought.
Okay.
And of course, there's no chance for them in Munich.
Danny. Bro.
Yo, what's good? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Danny T, what be my Toga Tactics partner in crime. Danny T, can you please tell these guys? Can you just put some truth bombs into these dudes? Can you just break it down?
What's the question you're asking people? Because I want to get it raw. So what's the question?
So basically, Chelsea Bayern. It's a two-part question. The first one is, who do you blame for that second half disgraceful performance by Chelsea? Do you blame Chelsea just being trash? Do you blame Ross Barkley? Do you blame them being too young? Or is Lampard to blame? And the second part of the question is, does that performance put Bayern Munich as one of the favorites, or we can't tell because they were playing a trash team?
I'll answer the second part last. I don't know how much we can glean off Bayern Munich considering they're going against Chelsea. So that's the answer to the last question. In terms of who do you blame, I can agree with Hazem to an extent. I don't think whatever Chelsea did, no matter the lineup, if they had 100% injury free, they played Conte, whomever, I still think Bayern are good enough that they would have gotten a result. The question is that 3-0, you should be able to do better than 3-0 at home. So then you have to ask what happened in the course of that match that led to that result. And how I see it, who's picking Barkley? I'm not going to blame Barkley. If the manager says, yo, you get to play, what's he going to do? Say, no, I don't want to play.
No. You don't blame him.
So the person I look to is Frank, unfortunately. And these are maybe we could call it rookie mistakes, sophomore mistakes, whatever the case may be. But who's picking Alonso? Who's picking the formation? Who's picking the players in the formation? Who decides who plays on a week-to-week basis?
Daniel.
You think what's going to work against Spurs is going to work against Bayern Munich? No.
Daniel, but how can you blame Lampard when you know he's a rookie? How can you blame him? Like, it's expected. You hire a rookie, this is what you expect. So how can you blame a rookie for being a rookie? I mean,
we can see it. Juju, we can see it.
No. Yeah, but Juju man, but Juju man, in the defense of what Daniel says. Wait. But Juju man, in defense of what Daniel said, yes, he's a rookie. Even if you're a rookie, and I think Jorge Benito alluded to it, I'm not even a rookie. I'm just some dude who does this like that. Even I know that this dude is trash. He shouldn't be playing. And I have 0 minutes of coaching experience.
This guy was a professional footballer for 20 years. Like, he should have the basic elements of just like
basic.
This is what we should do. This is what we shouldn't do. And to think, okay, I'm gonna go into a match and I'm gonna put 2 guys in midfield against Bayern's 3. You're just outnumbering your midfield. Like, he was. I don't like using like pussy, bitch, all of those kinds of words. But that's what it was. He was scared. He played scared, and he ceded control of the game to Bayern Munich, and he shouldn't have done that. Especially if the whole premise of this season is we're trying to establish a certain style of play. If you're trying to establish a certain style of play, then play that. Don't switch, swap, and change every week. Different formations, different 11s,
different central defenders.
It doesn't make sense if the premise of the season is we're trying to build for the future. If you're building for the future, once you decide a few months ago that Alonso isn't in the squad, that Barkley isn't in the squad, that Giroud isn't in the squad, stand on that decision the same way he's done with Kepa. I guess he's decided Kepa isn't it, so Caballero's playing. But for some reason, Barkley's been rescued and brought back. Alonso's been rescued and brought back. Giroud's been rescued and brought back. Like, if they're on the bench,
no,
keep them niggas on the bench.
I disagree with that because Olivier Giroud himself and Marina Ganaskia and Abramovich has been putting pressure on Lampard to play Giroud. He told the family to them, I do not want Giroud because You did not allow him to go in January. I need a replacement. He publicly came out and said it. Give me Dembele of Lyon. I want Lyon striker. He came out and said it, but no one showed up. Marina Garcia was saying, I do not want to spend 65 million on Dembele. I want Olivier Giroud to stay. He said, no, I want the striker to partner Tammy Abraham.
Right.
So you can't blame Lampard. You got to blame the board.
Of course I can. Like, Lampard decided that he didn't want Giroud. So why bring him back into the team? If the idea of this season is that they're trying to build for the future. If you're building for the future, then after 8 months, you should know Barkley isn't in this equation. Alonso isn't in this equation. So build the team and the structure for each game around players that you know are going to be here.
Mm-hmm.
And if you aren't doing that, if you are just trying to win individual games, like damn the future, how do you decide Barkley and Alonso are part of the team that's going to beat Bayern Munich? That makes no sense.
There is no, because see, the key thing here that I want people like Abdullah, as you came in here, is that you can go with any excuses, and sometimes, yeah, like for Lampard, I do get the situation that he's in based on the difficulty of getting transfers, the players that you want, and so forth. But one thing I cannot accept is even with the players you had, Paderborn gave Bayern Munich much more of a game than Chelsea did. There are teams that are much lesser who wouldn't even sniff Europe with 0 world-class players who've given Bayern Munich a much harder game than Chelsea did. There is no excuse for him persisting with Ross Barkley when it is obvious this dude is gutter trash.
Okay,
and also it's the ramifications of if you take out Barkley and you maybe play 4-3-3, you have the option. You can play your favorite, your teacher's pet and Mount in midfield. You have your 3 in midfield that can go against theirs. Obviously, Bayern are still better, and like I said, they would win. But then if you want to play counter-attacking football, you can't play that with Giroud, Mount, and Barkley. There's no pace. You can't get out. So what? You have Willian on the bench, Pedro on the bench. I know these are names that Chelsea fans don't like, but there are raw attributes that you need if you want to play a particular style of football that those don't give you, that you have on the bench. So it's just, when you ask the question who to blame, it's Frank Lampard, and I know Chelsea fans don't like that. And
I don't give a damn, man.
Unfollow me on Twitter. I don't give a damn. But it's the truth.
It's no. But
that's all I'm to say. So
yeah, I mean, okay. Abdullahi, come. You wanted to say something, Abdullahi.
Let me respond to that. I understand Lampard should be blamed for the formation pick and everything, but my problem is we're saying they should play William ahead of Barkley. I will tell you no, because William has.
Are you on crack?
Except for the Tottenham Hotspur match, only that has been when William showed up. William has not been showing up.
Cocaine, Abdullahi, heroin. Like you want Barkley over William?
Yeah, I understand that, Danny. I understand, but William form as deep in down. His mind is not in Chelsea because he wanted 3 years. Marana said, "I'm giving you 2 years. Either you take 2 years or the door is open to go." And
wait, real quick. So Abdullahi,
yeah,
because I think I missed. Did you say that you'd rather Barkley over William?
No, I said William mind is not in Chelsea anymore. He wants to leave.
He said he wants to be here for 3 years. What could be more?
He wants to leave. The man that wants to give you 2 years. Either you get it 2 years or you leave. The door is open for you to go.
So he wants
to leave.
But his mind isn't with Chelsea. That doesn't make sense, bro.
His mind is not in Chelsea because he wants to go. He said it publicly. If they don't want to give me the 3 years, I'm gonna go.
Okay. Look, man. We need to just sort of round this off, man.
Just quickly, double A. Yeah. Giroud wanted to leave in the winter window, and people are still cool with him playing. So
can I respond to Daniel?
Go ahead.
So I got your point that Lampard made the mistake of playing what's his name, Barkley and Alonso. But the thing is, when looking at the game, I don't think the significance of these decisions are that big because all 3 goals, none of the 3 goals were influenced by those decisions.
What do you mean?
The most you could say is it would be all right 3-1 if William started, even though William really didn't do much when he came on. But you can't say that the 3 goals or the 3-0 result is directly a result of those decisions. And Lampard is the main player.
Let me ask you just a basic question.
Exactly.
Do you feel if Chelsea actually had 3 guys in midfield and they weren't outnumbered, do you think Bayern would have had 70% possession or whatever it was throughout the game? There's no way
guys in
There's no way the game would have been much more even. Of course, you open yourself up to like tit for tat, wild west. You go back and forth. Bayern are better. Maybe they get 2-1. You lose the game 2-1. You won't lose the game 3-0 if you play with some heart. And they didn't. They were just, okay, Bayern, let's just soak up pressure. That's never gonna work. Neutral ground, Stamford Bridge, nowhere.
No, but I mean, because you see, the key thing has them down. The point that Darren is making is that you could tell, and even me and Ford were even saying this, you could tell in that second half, and me and Ford even said it, especially Ford, it was the response. You could tell there wasn't a plan. There's one thing about the players not playing well, there was not a plan because Hazem, as I've said, Paderborn put up a better fight than Chelsea did. There are lesser teams with lesser players in the Bundesliga who have never even been in the Champions League who have put up a better fight than Chelsea did in that second half. But the key thing is beyond just the players, there wasn't a strategy. It just seemed as if these guys were just doing whatever. And they only beat Tottenham because Tottenham are probably going through a worse situation with worse injuries than Chelsea are. So that's what?
Because they were playing on the counter. It was clear that Lampard was playing on the counter, and that's the smart thing to do against Bayern in such a game. You know, you're not going to go full on attack against Bayern. And as for the midfield, you know, it's
but the way there wasn't even a counter. I'm saying there wasn't even a counter-attacking plan. You don't understand. There was no plan. It feels as if this team didn't know what the hell they were doing.
Did you see the moments, like the few moments that when Chelsea actually did break through and it was like Mount on a counterattack? Did you see the pace of Davies to get back? Yeah. And just no matter what was happening, they didn't have the equipment to hurt Chelsea, to hurt Bayern Munich. Excuse me. If you put players with particular qualities, you probably have a better chance of taking advantage of those moments. You put Willian on the counterattack instead of Mount, or Pedro instead of Barkley. That gives you at least the tools that when you do break through, maybe you can do something. Mount doesn't have those capabilities.
No.
So it's just basic things like that.
No, because as much as Pedro hasn't been relevant since 2011, all day, every day, Pedro over Barkley. Pedro at his worst. I'm taking over Barkley. That's obvious. So the fact that you will still pick Barkley over Pedro is insane. Is absolutely insane. It is mindless.
All right, let's say Pedro or Willian started. All right, it would have been 3-1, right? It's like the impact of those decisions isn't that big, right? And as for the midfield, Bayern had two midfielders. They were Thiago and Kimmich, right? Muller was playing more as a second striker. So it was pretty even in the mid. It was just down to the quality of the midfielders that Bayern was playing better. There was Kimmich and Thiago were just so great, and their quality was so much higher than Jorginho and Kovacic in that game. So
yes.
Are you saying that like a 2-0 isn't different? Like it's almost like the difference between 3-0 and 2-0 is massive.
No. Look, what was it?
No. Wait. 3-1 and 3-0 is still a difference. Okay, 3-0 is a disgrace.
But Double H in the hologram scheme of things. Oh, sorry. Yeah, in the hologram scheme of things, like what's it called? It won't make a difference because Chelsea Bayern have a better manager. They have better players all around. So even if regardless, for Chelsea to improve, they have to get a more experienced manager and buy players that are really good. Because regardless, Chelsea they were going to lose. They were just going to lose because they.
And you know what you do? I agree with you. But what I'm talking about is the structural issues that I see. People always talk to me about, Chelsea have a transfer ban. They have a rookie manager. When we get to the summer window, when we buy players and we do things that we're supposed to do in this, utopia kind of world that Chelsea are going to create in the summer, I'm still looking at it like there are problems with Lampard and his decisions in games before the game that trouble me, that worry me. Like the fact that you always change the formation, you don't know what your best defense is, you don't know what your midfield is, you don't know what your attack is, and even when you do decide that this is my attack, you're putting in Barkley, Mount, like there are issues moving forward. So it's not necessarily about this Bayern Munich game, because I think we all expected, except for Have Hope, who he's on his own wave.
Relax, Daniel, chill.
He's on his own wave with Serbi's minimum and all that kind of stuff.
Daniel, relax, man, chill. Man, they have forgotten about that stuff already.
But thinking people actually looked at it and were like, yo, Chelsea are going to lose. But it's how you go about it that's worrying me.
Oh, all right. So, guys, look, just to round this off, before we get out of here. So, what I always do, and I think I do this on the website, is so we've had all the games in the last 16. So, for the last 16, I want each person, you can have time to think about it, is those dudes, that dude, the bricks, and the brick. So, which is the brick of the last 16, the bricks of the last 16, that's dude of the last 16, those dudes of the last 16. So, I'll go first. For me, those dudes of the last 16, I've got to give it to. I've got to give it to Atalanta. It was between Atalanta and Man City, because City were very close based on how well they did. Just about Real Madrid just trash at home. But for Atalanta, first time ever in the knockout stages, I just thought that, look, man, they were amazing, and that's an amazing performance. That dude, I am gonna give that dude probably to. I'm probably going to give that dude to. It might be. You know what? I'm going to say Alphonso Davies. I'm going to say Alphonso Davies. I just thought for a young kid coming out of nowhere and so forth to play like that and to have such an effect on the game like that and so young, I just thought he was really impressive. So that did him. Brick Barkley. I was going to say Maxi Gomez, but this is just personal and I'm biased. Barkley. Bricks Chelsea. So there we go. Juju man.
Yes. For my team of that guy.
No, those dudes. Basically, it's called that. Those dudes. But come on, say the right name, man. Say the right name.
Oh yes, I'll start with the bricks. I'll start with the bricks. The bricks of the tie, the first round, first leg of the tie is PSG. I think PSG are the bricks of the tie. Look, Valencia, I didn't rate them. I expected to lose like 3-1. I think predicted 3-1. But with PSG, this is a team where they showed no character. Lannister, Lannister is in trouble if he doesn't beat Doma, and they just outperformed. They were outperformed by players that were younger and inexperienced than them. So PSG flop of the first leg. Those are the worst breaks. And then the best team I would say Bayern. Bayern impressed. I would say Bayern is the best team, and that dude, although I'll say is Haaland. I think Haaland. I think he's legit. I think he's legit
because of 2 goals.
Yes, but it's the campaign he has in the Champions League. And his record as a 19-year-old, and the other thing is he has his qualities. They don't like. He'll become better as time goes in. So I think Haaland he'll have a great career, and he's the guy that stands out.
Okay, so give me your team and your worst player. So that's dude and brick.
The brick of the game is Lannister. Lannister for PSG. That's my brick of the game. Lannister is the brick of the game because that was one of the worst performances I've ever seen. And maybe Double H, you are right. Maybe he's not as good as I thought. But I'll wait until the second leg, and then that dude of the game. Aside from Haaland, I'll put Gnabry and De Bruyne proved me wrong. De Bruyne proved me wrong.
No, sorry. Those dudes. So give me your team. And what was your best team?
The best team, I would say, the best team was.
So your best team was Bayern. Worst team was PSG. Worst player was Lannister. Best player was Haaland. Okay, cool. All right.
Yes.
So before I come to Montano, just hit the super chats. Gatlock says, but HH, you got what you wanted. Abraham hat-trick. Gatlock, F you. Muntaha. So give me those dudes, bricks, brick of the week, and the brick.
Okay, so like for that dude guy, okay, for me personally, I believe it's not a player, it's a manager, and I'll give it to Diego Simeone.
Ooh, okay. Yeah. Okay, oh, that's cool. Yeah, managers are allowed. Okay, that's good. That's a good one.
Yeah. So, and for the bricks, right? Brick as a team, you mean, right?
Yeah. No. Brick is the player, bricks as the team.
Okay, bricks as a team. Okay, so bricks, definitely Juventus for me, because this game, I mean, against Lyon, nobody expected. I mean, at least
wait. Juventus over Valencia and
yeah.
Real Madrid.
Yeah. Because I believe that at least Juventus could have scored a away goal, some 2-1, or even in the worst case 1-1, 2-1, something like that. But now, I mean, I didn't expect Juventus to play that badly. Let's be honest with you, because we expected some kind of goals, at least for Juventus, because they knew, they know for the away goals, somehow to get away goal and like something. So I believe that bricks is Juventus, and the guy Brick, it's my personal bias again, and I think so. It's Carvajal for me. Because that penalty, why you challenge Raheem Sterling, bro? If you just stood up there, I think so. He couldn't have done anything. Might be, some crosses which would eventually block, but you went for the challenge and take it. So you took the game to the I mean, oh my God, that game could have been easily ended 1-1, but no, you took the next level and you tackled it at the wrong time, everything. So yeah, Carvajal. What I'm missing.
So have you given me those dudes?
Those dudes. Okay. Oof. Oh, it's tough, man. It's Atlanta is there. Then who else? Okay, Bayern Munich is there as well. You know what? I'll give it to Bayern. Those dudes. Yeah. No. Wait. Sorry. Dortmund. I'll give it to Dortmund. Yeah. Those dudes. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Red.
Yeah, for those dudes, it was Atletico. I think that they played as a team. They suffered for 90 minutes, and not to mention they played against the toughest opposition, the team that everyone was afraid to get. Atletico got them and showed a solid performance at home. For that dude, Kevin De Bruyne, I think for no individual player came out of this.
Wait. De Bruyne over Haaland? Or Papo Gomez?
Yeah. No, because look, De Bruyne was up against who everybody praised as the best midfield in Europe. Who this season people were praising about Casemiro, Modric. I know Cruz didn't play, but Fede Valverde, he showed up to their crib and got a good result. That's like if you're a De Bruyne fan, you saw how Mane was acting. Like I didn't see any Haaland fans like that. I didn't see any other fan base aside from now De Bruyne fans. They're gonna be on top of the world. This is the biggest W they could possibly get. So that dude, I think De Bruyne. Honorable mention though, Alphonso Davies, because I felt like also his brand blew up right now because he had an amazing performance away from home. Aside from that, bricks, Valencia. I think you guys are underselling it. Valencia lost to a team this is their first time ever in the Champions League, and they don't even play in their home stadium. They're playing 2 away games, and not only did they lose to them, it wasn't like a 2-1. No, they lost. They lost really bad. What was it? 4-0? 4-1?
4-1.
4-1.
Would have been more. Should have been more.
It was awful. They were just so bad on the night too because they had some good chances and they just squandered it. For Brick. Muntaha said Carvajal. I have another player in mind. I have Casemiro because Casemiro, his standards are got you from Madrid. He's been our best midfielder this season, and he chose tonight of all nights to drop a stinker. You're supposed to be a senior in this team. You're supposed to be one of the you have so much on your shoulders, and especially the way that everybody praises you. You can't he was bad today. It wasn't one of his nights. He couldn't even pick up De Bruyne, which that's another testament to Pep because Pep, by advancing De Bruyne forward, it's hard for Casemiro to really track back to him because he's entering the space of the defenders, which always kept them on edge and opened up space for the wingers. So, but regardless, I felt that he did a poor job. So he's my brick of the round.
And he also did that back flick that led to the counterattack, and they never scored with Mahrez.
All right, okay. Hazem, yours. Give me yours. Keep it nice and brief. Hazem.
So those dudes, it has to be only one. It's Atalanta, of course. These guys, oh my God, they went 4.
You Hazem, boost up your mic. We can't hear you. Boost up your mic, man.
Those dudes, can you hear me?
You're still low. Boost up your mic.
Those dudes, Atalanta.
Okay.
Yeah. So definitely Atalanta. These guys are just so good. The way they played. If you watch the Valencia game, the way they attack, so much pressure. So Gasperini, great coach, and Ilicic, great player. So Atalanta, I have to give it to them, even though they're not going to go through.
What?
So what is it? That dude, that dude. First, I'll say honorable mention. Ilicic is honorable mention. This guy is one of the most underrated players. Really, you watch this guy play. For me, this guy is like the underrated De Bruyne.
Come on, get to that dude. That dude, come on. Let's keep it
It's
brief.
gonna
We
be
have guys to
Lewandowski,
come. We have
man.
guys to come. Come on, Has him. Hit it.
Only one. It's Lewandowski.
Surprise.
Yeah, he nearly single-handedly destroyed Chelsea.
Man,
I'd
I
have
was
died if he
Has him.
said
I was
somebody
shocked.
else.
I'm shocked. I didn't think you were gonna pick this dude.
Come on,
You knew it was coming. You knew it was coming.
What else is there?
All right, so your bricks and your brick.
Bricks is those bricks is Juventus and the brick is Sarri. These guys are an embarrassment. What a joke! I'm sorry. Like when you compare it to Lyon's squad, these guys can't even score a single goal. Are you joking? What a joke!
No shots on target.
All right, okay. Hoga Bonito, give me yours.
Yeah. Those dudes, I have to give it to Atletico. I thought they were so solid, and same with that dude. It has to go to Simeone for me. I was leaning towards Gnabry, the player, because just his story is really good from where he was to where he is now. But I'll choose that Simeone for his masterclass in defending. And for the bricks, tempted to go with Maxi Gomez, but I'll go with Lampard. And those bricks, I'll go with Chelsea.
Beautiful. Bidiko.
Yeah, hello, what's the question?
Those dudes of the week. That's look, Danny, this is simple, man. The guys in Pukalat. Bidiko, those dudes of the week.
Okay.
That's dude of the week. Bricks of the week. Brick of the week.
Nigga, kill me.
Okay, so brick of the week is
obviously of the whole last 16 of the whole last 16.
Yeah. Brick of the week is Napoli and Gattuso. They are the bricks of the week. They are awful. They are so awful. You can't beat a simple, tiny team like this. A team who just pass the ball around, don't even take the chances, and they're just moving you around. And you know the funny thing? But Messi can't even score 1v1 against Ospina.
What?
That's the funny thing.
He came in injured apparently. Messi came in injured apparently. So
This guy's Barca agenda is legendary.
it's strange. Okay. Give me those dudes and that dude. Give me those dudes and that dude of the last 16, bro.
You know something, HH, right? Well, I'm actually gonna go left side here.
Okay.
As usual.
I'm gonna go with Leipzig. I think Leipzig are those dudes. You know why I'm saying that?
What?
They really impressed me. They really impressed me. I mean, I wasn't really expecting them to win against Tottenham, but they actually beat them. And then the other one, sir, what's the other question?
That dude.
That dude? I'm gonna be honest here, right? I'm gonna give it to I'll give it to wait, calm down, okay? Calm down. I'm gonna give it to Lewandowski.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
Danny.
No, Gnabry was that dude. Gnabry.
Okay, thank you. All right, thank you.
I'm sorry.
Danny-
He buffers for like 20 seconds. This is wild.
No, basically he's like a Windows 97 computer, man. Danny
Okay,
T. Dudes and week.
Those dudes.
Hey, look, get the hell out of here, man.
Those dudes, I'm gonna go with Lyon because I think that's the result I didn't expect the most.
Okay.
Like Juve losing. That dude, I know you're not gonna like it. I'm gonna go with Haaland, mostly for that last goal. Bricks, Chelsea, and my brick. Can I say Chelsea twice? Like the whole Chelsea?
Yes.
Can I do that twice? So Chelsea and Chelsea are my bricks.
Okay. So who are your dudes and that dude?
I said Lyon and Haaland.
Haaland, what the hell? Okay, guys. So that's all we have here today. And I know we didn't get to Barcelona and Napoli, but look, it is what it is. Barcelona got a good result. Griezmann is still a side chick, but he did get a Kiji. Napoli should have scored by more. Callejon is a complete and utter break, but Ter Stegen did make a good save. And what an amazing goal by Mertens. They're still going to lose the flipping tie.
Windows 97 doesn't exist.
My Windows 97 though, doesn't it? Yeah, I said
a great assist for Mertens.
Yeah, when it did exist. Windows 95 then. Windows 95. So there will be a Europa League live stream tomorrow. Tomorrow I will be doing a Europa League live stream to cover all of those games, or at least the games that I can watch. So you lovely guys, yes, I do care about Arsenal and Man United as well. Peace out, stay true, stay black, and I'm out. Peace.
Forza Milan.